revelation, which is really always really funny. My first prediction is of the same size, is the same color, the same thickness, and of course then you show you have the 3 nines, and there is the selected card is the 4th 9. This is an experience on a routine of love. You will see why in a moment. I will remove the kings and the queens, so basically pairs of couples. They are not together. We will not put them together. You will see them in a moment. Love. Ah. Are you married?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
9 years.
9 years. 21.
Wow.
And you only got 15 for murder. I don't talk to my wife lately. She says I don't pay attention to her, or something like this. 4 kings, the 4, and the 4 queens, okay? I will put them, actually you will put them in a very separate way. I mean, you will mix them up. And then you will see what happened by using a magic word. I will not reveal it yet. 4 queens and the 4 kings, okay? Watch. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, okay? These are the 4 queens and the 4 kings. I will ask you to pick the packet, to hold the packet like this, and deal it left and right in 2 separate piles. Please do it for me. Face down. Like this. Perfect. Now place one pile on top of the other, it doesn't matter which, and then you proceed, you do exactly the same. Roberto, you do this exactly, we do the packet. And you can do this as long as you want. Place one packet on top of each other. You can do it again if you want, or you can do it again if you want. You don't need to do it, but if you want. Are you happy with that shuffle? Do you want to do it one more time? Which one do you want to put it on top? This one or this one? This one on top. Wonderful. The magic word is marry. Now you will shuffle the cards completely at random. If I'm going to ask you to repeat the same dealing, would you be able to do it? Would you remember which one you put it on top, you put it below? No. You shuffle the cards completely at random. Marry. M-A-R-R-Y, and I eliminate the top 2 cards. M-A-R-R-Y, the next 2 cards. M-A-R-R-Y, and the next 2 cards. Watch the remaining 2 cards. One, the king of spades and the queen of spades. Not only that, you were able to put together the king of diamonds and the queen of diamonds, the king of clubs and the queen of clubs, and of course, why not, the king of hearts and the queen of hearts. You did it. Peter Duffy, a master of these kind of tricks. And I have to admit that I have no idea how it works. So it's very difficult for me to explain, but I try my best. Otherwise, send an email to Peter. He's going to explain the trick to you. You remove the 4 queens and the 4 kings, and you place them in in any order. The first 4 cards, you can place them in any order. Now, there is the first thing that is difficult to explain, and hopefully it's not very difficult. You place the kings in order so that the first 2 are changed, are switched. In this case, you place heart first and then clubs, and the other 2 are switched. So in this case, you place diamond and spades. Okay? Another example, let's shuffle a little bit. I want to be clear. Diamonds, spades, hearts, and clubs, you would place the spade first, diamond, and then clubs and hearts. It sounds very difficult, but it's not. You rehearse a couple of times and you do. Now you place the kings on top, or actually the queen goes on top. It doesn't matter with which card you start facing up. You spread the cards like this, and you take a break below the top 2 cards, the top 2 face down cards, in this case the queens, and then you square the kings and you steal those 2 queens below. And you do the Browy add-on by flipping over one card, the second card, and then you drop the 4-card packet on top, and you flip these over as a unit. In other words, don't change the order of these 2 cards, flip them over like this. Take the top 4 cards, reversing their order. You see that I have reversed the order, and then casually you can even place them on the table. You can even show, I don't need to do this, I don't think it's a little bit too much, but anyway, these are the king and these are the queen, but really you have 2 kings and 2 queens and 2 queens, and they are in stay stack order. So the top card is in this case a club, the bottom is a club. This is heart, and the same like the other, spades and spades, diamonds and diamonds. Now the beauty of this trick is now the spectator can deal the cards in 2 packets like this, and they place any packet on top, and it doesn't matter how many times they do this. So basically the stay stack remains in stack, and the same, it happens like the other packet, the same occurs in the other packet, and then they place 1 packet on top of the other, it doesn't matter which. Now you spell, in my performance I spell merry because you can explain there are 4 couples, they are shuffled, I mean they are separated, split, merry, they put them together. You can spell magic, you can spell your name or whatever in 5 letters. So merry, M-A-R-R-Y, and the top 2 cards are the same color. Suit. Don't show them yet. Peter prefers to give the impression that you eliminate the first 3 pairs and the last one only matches, and then you have an extra climax. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the next, and the next, and they're all match. Isn't this beautiful? Joe, please cut the deck into 2. Approximately equal pile. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Please pick up one of these piles. Yeah, and hold it in your hand. It doesn't matter. And look. First of all, please look. There are no jokers there. Okay. You can shuffle if you want. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. Now you spread the cards between your hand, and then you remove 1 card. Don't show it to me. Don't show it to anyone. 1 card only. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. Now, place the card on top of mine. I removed 1 card. Before, actually, you removed yours. You could have selected cards from, I could have selected those cards, some other cards, and you could have picked any other card of this. It doesn't really matter. This is your card, and I leave it, is the 6 of diamonds, and I leave it there on top of your packet. This was the card that I removed before yours, actually. I put it protruding outside of that packet. And I told you before, we don't have 2 6 of diamonds in the same deck, but we have the mate, which is the 6 of
hearts.
Hearts. Oh, yes. Rich Cowley gave me this trick, which is very easy to do, although I'm quite sure that some of you will think that it's a difficult trick to do, but just do it. You will see it works. The spectator cuts the deck. Remember, these are all impromptu tricks. Anytime they want, they can start by shuffling the deck. Everything is impromptu. So you take one of the 2 halves, it doesn't really matter, and under the excuse of saying, okay, let's see if they are the jokers, you place a pair on the face of the deck. Any pair, in this case, the 3 of the 2 red 3. It's very easy. You spread the cards like this. In this case, for example, I still have 4 9s together like this. I can cut the deck at this point, and I have the 2 9s, 2 black 9s. And then you spread the cards, at the same time taking a break above, actually in this case, the 2 bottom cards, which are the 2 black 9s. And you say, please remove any card from the middle. The spectator does the same. You place this on top. Rich likes to flip the cards, showing there is only 1, and like this. And then the move, it's very easy. While the spectator removes the card, you simply do this. You square the packet, and you take the bottom 2 cards in your left hand. That's it. Don't make a big deal out of that. All the attention is on the spectator removing the card. And once again, you can even square the packet and fake in to take the top card with the left thumb, but it doesn't really matter. You have all the time. And remember, once again, it's much better if you stay with the right hand towards the spectators and you act with the spectator on your left. So you have two cards as one. I leave the packet on the table like this. The spectator gives me his or her card. It's an indifferent card. I place it on top and I leave the other packet face up like this in front of me. Now look, it's very easy. Do a double lift. In this case you have three cards. It's the easiest double lift ever. I simply remove the bottom card, move the bottom card to the left. From underneath it's like this. Automatically I'm left with the top two cards as one. Flip them over and drop both on this packet. And there is the card that I removed before your card, and is the other 9. Very easy but very effective. And once again, there is one trick that you can do as a walk-around situation. You don't really need a table. You can use the hands of the spectator. God, I'm always traveling, always on the road, always traveling. I have to spend some more time with my family, please cut. They told me they're wonderful people. I have the most wonderful wife in the world. Yeah.